Glorious day to you, my friends. I have my rose-colored glasses on. We're going to talk about manifestation and the easy path of joy. So I need to see for a second. So I'm here at Crescent Lake again. And let's see if I can do this with this type of facing camera. I am at, 7th and 14th. It's got a purpose. There's part of the synchronicities. So we'll try to walk here. This is a more popular place to walk. So we'll try to do it this way. I can't tell if we're getting any light codes in the shades. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna walk. We're gonna find a little spot. And they're going to talk about the easy path of joy. But I want to talk about the synchronicities as to, they're still referring to this Solfeggio triangle, 417 hertz. So let me roll it. 741 hertz, which is the throat chakra. 417 is the sacral chakra, 3 down. And the Earth Star chakra, let's see, we left it at 417, we roll a 7 to the front, 741, we roll the 1 to the front, 174. That is the Solfeggio frequency for the Earth Star chakra. And the Earth Star chakra is about allowing. It is so nurturing. Interesting. Maybe we'll come down here. So I don't want the sun in my eyes. I want to be able to see. I don't want to be too close to everyone else. For a little privacy. There we go. Ooh. Now I'm in the shadows. Ooh, let me try to fix that so I can. There we go. That's good enough. Rose-colored glasses, so that I see through joy. I see the world the way I want to see it. I imagine it, I see it. This is all about this, the easy path of joy. Yesterday, we together opened up a portal. We individually stepped through to our own timelines, to our own easy path of joy. Now it's our job to reinforce that, to continue to make our joy, which is our true self. Deep in the core, we are made of joy, and that is our alignment. We align with joy. So this Solfeggio triangle, 174, 417, and 741. Had to do the shifting in my head. It's all about allowing soul star, self, sacral, truth, throat, the sound chakra, speaking our truth, knowing ourselves and allowing us to be nurtured and supported by Gaia. Isakati tananariyarta. Because we chose to incarnate here, ati yahananataka chikariskananiyarta. And Sat Ananda is a part of the Moola mantra. Sikati yaranahatakiriyarta. Shihir sa aryatata. Sat is the truth or consciousness or existence, and Chit is thought or existence and consciousness. Niyatakatiyartata. It's the mind or the mindset. Sa'atira nahatakachira atahatatatira. It's popular. Nihaka chikarahatanananira. And Ananda is bliss. The truth is that existence is bliss. And when we adopt that mindset, we're aligned with our joy, and our path becomes easy. We manifest like a mofo. We're ignited AF, and we're going through joy, skipping through life, and the universe is simply dropping our manifestations at our feet. Realizing our soul purpose, realizing we're making it real, we're allowing it, Soul Star, we're allowing it to become real, we're allowing it to become our reality. So many synchronicities this week. And the universe has your back. Not only does the universe have your back, the universe already knows what you wish to manifest. It's already there. That's the best part about the whole thing. They already know. Your angels have already cleared the path in front of you. They've walked it and cleared it. They've illuminated this path for you. Oh, and they just reminded me, I started the recording at 4:17. It's not like I planned it, but that's how my day went. So this is the time I had available today to actually record it, and I chuckled when I pressed start. Chikusa anananiriata 147 niora ashahanananira. We will speak a little light language when I get up to this little bump up here. To put our minds at ease, to put our hearts at ease, to put our monkey minds at ease, because the most natural thing that you can do is be your awesome badass self. It's when we start overthinking things and making intricate plans and trying to do the work of the universe of our manifestations, then we interfere with the universe delivering it to us, and that interferes with us becoming a vibrational match to it. And sometimes when it shows up, we don't say yes, which is okay, because the universe delivered it, and you didn't realize that you were a vibrational match to it, which is okay. Or you changed your mind. Oh, look, and you changed your mind. And I'm at 7th and 17th, alignment with unity. With your central channel, the one, with your source within, with your true creative nature, your unified self. So back to some synchronicities with 1 and 4 and 7. And when that happened this morning and this afternoon, I just laughed and laughed and laughed and laughed. And I got some confirmation. I wondered why Spirit chose all the things that I did today and in the order and where I went and why there was this last minute change. Okay. Bear with me while I attempt to sit, adjust my tripod, and speak at the same time. I might be able to multitask. So I'm driving to yoga today. Hot lunch. And at 11:47, it was 77 degrees outside. 11:47, 147. 77, it's still sevens. Now what? It's not all there. Meaning it's not, the synchronicity's not over. My odometer, the last 3 digits of my main odometer. Can I do this? Yes, I can. Oh my goodness. 144. Let me roll it up. Here we go. Oh my. Okay. Sahajikariyata. And it's not over yet. My trip odometer. And it's not like I planned this stuff. I had no idea I'd be doing this. I knew we were going to do the video today, but I didn't know that I'd be referencing this allow the true self Solfeggio triangle. And the trip was 171.7. Ones, fours, and sevens. Okay, and I laughed, and I laughed, and I laughed. And I get to yoga, do yoga. Emily was spot on today. Totally amazing. I totally appreciated it. I was in my zone. I did my practice, and when I left, I was just like sky high and full of gratitude. On the way downtown, after I'm driving, and at 117, I got 3 miles away from the yoga studio. So the last 3 of my main odometer, instead of 144, it's 147. And my trip was no longer 171.7, it was 174.7. And it was at 1:17 p.m. It was still 77 degrees. The synchronicities were just, something fun to share with you. It made me laugh. But so I loaned a crystal to a friend, and I asked Angie the question. I text her. I don't even tell her what it's for. I just say, before yoga or after yoga and sweaty? And she goes, after yoga and sweaty. I go, okay. So I go to get the crystal returned because it's going to be made into a grid on Saturday. And she says, oh, it's in my car. I go, okay, well, I can come back later. And then when this video's over, I'll go get it. I'm going, wow, it doesn't make any sense. Spirit, Angie, doesn't make any sense. You told me after yoga, sweaty, cool. And so I go pick up some lunch, and I'm going to go to my favorite vegan place, and I'm driving there, and halfway there, Spirit says, no, go to this restaurant. Okay. I'm going, really? And there's no parking spots. And he says, not only are you going to go to that restaurant, you're going to then order something, and then you're going to go across the street and order something else. And then you're going to go back and pick it up. Okay. So I drive by those 2 places. There's no parking spots. And then I go, huh, okay, I guess I'm going back to Love Food Central. And then, as soon as I say I'm going back to Love Food Central, there's a parking spot. I pull in, I walk back, I order my food, go across the street, order my food. I happen to remember the name of the person taking the order from the other day. It's one of the things I do, and got my order, drinking my smoothie, walk back across the street, and I'm texting Angie at the same time, telling her about all the synchronicities and what it meant. Then I go across the street, text her some more, respond to some YouTube comments. Food's not ready, go back out, go back in, go back out, go back in, still texting and doing things. And then I text Angie, and now it's 1:47. And then I go in and I pick up food, and then I realize one of my manifestations happened. And I walk out, and I'm just laughing with the universe as I walk back to my car. Anyway, hopefully the microphone's going to stay here because I didn't want it up over the ears today. Okay, so now the easy path of joy. So I invite you to close your eyes for a moment. Yes, I'm chuckling because I'm not playing in this light language. And then when it's talking about Chit or anything that is either Sanskrit or is my language they call Akkadian, but I've been speaking this language for thousands and thousands of years before the Akkadian Empire. And what they tell me is my language is the mother tongue of when we started speaking as humans. Besides the broken syllables and pointing and things like that, once we started developing a flow of language, when the aliens were helping guide us, the Lyrans and the Arcturians shared a basic language with us that we could understand, which is the basis of all the language on the planet. And ancient Avestal, whichever way you want to say it, and Sanskrit, the sister language. And this is the mother tongue of all of those. So some of the syllables. If you notice when I speak, I'm speaking in syllables, because the syllables have meaning. The syllables have meaning in Sanskrit. The syllables have meaning in Avestal. The syllables in Hebrew have meaning. The roots, the syllables in Egyptian have meaning. They have the real meaning. As we evolve, we are combining syllables to make more complex meaning. And over thousands of years, we leave the true meaning of each of the syllables into this complex term, which is no longer rooted in spirituality, which is no longer rooted in wisdom, but they're ideas of the mind. I'm not downplaying the mind. Our mind is how we create. It's how we create a reality. It's how we have learned to experience. It's how we have learned to interpret our experience. It's how we have learned to act. Our mind is a divine masculine tool, which is why in meditation, Nihura Shahayati Yayakanani Nirti. This monkey mind, or literally translated as they said, the ideas that flow in the mind, that are interacted with, Nitocha Atawara Tadananiriyaratata. Our fact that we're interacting with those thoughts and ideas is not allowing. If we can observe those ideas, Jukusa Atawa Atakarishkanati Tiyaratakayati. If we can observe those thoughts without interacting with them, and all the other tricks of meditation, placing the tongue in a certain location, changing our breathing patterns, focusing our awareness on our breathing, those are all things that are great, and they help us stay in the zone. But they are sensory tricks that we use to keep ourselves in alignment. Sensory tools, we'll call it. Just like listening to meditation music or calming music. We are inundating, and when I do that, I listen with headphones. And there's two pieces of meditation music that I listen to when I'm meditating, and the Moola mantra is one of them. And the first time I found it, my crown chakra opened up, all my chakras opened up, and it was so easy to align and to be with the thought, to be with the peace and the harmony. And the other one is this Reiki music that somebody put some intention in it, and it has the Divine Mother essence in it. And it's got a picture of a butterfly on it, and and to me, if it's one of my favorites for playing when I have my hands on a client, because it's so easy to get into a relaxed state while listening to it. And listening to it and feeling our breath. We're engaging in our touch sense by feeling our breath. We're engaging in the focus of our mind by focusing it on different parts of our breath and how we feel during it, and pushing your tongue at the tip of the back of the front teeth is a sensory, giving you sensory input in a place that you normally don't receive sensory input. So your brain gives it importance. Your brain gives it focus, allowing you to be an observer of your thoughts as opposed to an interactor, having your interrupts interrupt. When we interact with our thoughts, that's an action. That's a divine masculine trait. Meditation is a divine feminine trait. It's not something that we do, because do is divine masculine. Do is masculine. It's earthly masculine from the patriarch that has taught us and taught us and taught us, and has hidden the divine feminine, the sacred feminine, the ability of allowing, the ability of nurturing, the ability of allowing the universe to do all the work for you. Where you have two jobs. One, you tell the universe what you want. And two, you say yes when it shows up. Simple as that. And you recognize it when it shows up because you are a vibrational match to it. Okay, so back to the mini meditation. Jaharabata nananirata. As we close our eyes, Nyara. Shihi Sukona nanariarata. We'll put it here so we'll have a consistent Chichananati ratatara. Kochahana hatatitiriara. Nora hatakata artakaskananira. As we slowly breathe in and slowly breathe out, Sohonahatira cha natakahasa sasiroto. As we focus our awareness on our breath and feel how it feels when we breathe in. Feel how it feels in our lungs. And as we breathe out, feel how it feels in our lungs. And if we wish to shift, while we breathe in, feel how it feels as we breathe in our nose. How the air rushes across the hair in our nose. And if you breathe through the mouth, how it feels over the tongue, over the lips, and continue doing this. Nirohota shohesiwata nanatoko shohorotora shuku. I encourage you to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose, slowly. Maybe you count to 4 on the in-breath and 4 on the out-breath. Maybe you count 6. Maybe you count 8. Sohonanati chishashaya tuturu sohonoroto. Maybe you're an accomplished athlete and you can count to 15, 20, 30. It's not a competition. And the bird confirms. Kaha asa ananate titirurto. Winning is a concept of Mars, of the earthly masculine. The divine masculine takes action in divine right timing, in balance with intuition and allowing. That is exactly what this water tiger is all about. Dedicated action, bold action, in divine right timing. Not early action, not action because they want it. Action because it is right. It is time. Nahasa atakara tatara atakaskana hotutu. Shaheata atakana nara taturu. Let us focus our awareness in between our eyebrows, nohotata arahashaka nananiyaroto, as we continue to breathe naturally without focusing on the breath. Let your breath become its own. Notokura shakura sohanariyorato. And with your eye, your third eye, with your awareness focused on your brow, notokuro shokawa hosana noro. Can you observe the thoughts that come in, notokuro shukuhusa isukarawatata, without attaching anything else to those thoughts? Kusahanachi aratasunaru. Allowing those thoughts, sohachito hanataka, to exist independently. You observing them, and the thoughts observing you. An independent dance. And maybe there are thoughts that you like and thoughts that you don't like.
So hucha chakawarwata tona nuarwatu hurusuhu. Shahusa waratu hasha wataturana. But there is no goal. Kashakawata turwatarshkanara titirutuko. For when we sit in meditation and we breathe, everything about us that we think is us falls into alignment, falls into unity with our source within, with our true nature, with our true self, with our higher self, with our highest self, and be easy on yourself. When we interact with our thoughts, be easy on yourself when things don't go your way, the way that your mind wants them to go. Be easy on yourself. All the time. Because everything is in divine order. Everything is happening in divine right timing. And what is meant for you will never pass you by. If it passes you by, it is not meant for you. Just like those thoughts that come in meditation. Can we observe it? And allow it to exit and go away on its own. This is what Abraham Hicks teaches. Focus on your focus. Align. And what no longer serves will simply go. He'll leave your awareness. Because you don't interact with it. Suhuyata Gorsha Yeratanata Aratahasa Hayate Tiriti Naurahartakuhu Sokuchukurawa Ara Sanananira Tatatira Tahu. So when you're ready, Nihakashakara Hatata Yaratata Konanahata Atitikadadiri. Slowly. Kachahananira Tata.